What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia?
Morning, everybody. It is day 4. Check-in. Is it 4? 5. I've lost track of the days. I did 5. How's that for a view? That's where I came from. That's what I drove last night, that long, boring stretch of nothing. And now I've got to go drive that long, boring stretch of nothing that way to get to my next stop, which is only 30 minutes away. So I don't have far to go to get where I'm going. So I'm gonna go. I already got gas. I fueled up yesterday before I parked for the night, or before I got on the highway to park for the night. So I've got plenty of gas. So we're gonna go straight to our first planned stop of this trip, and then after that, there's one more stop along the way to our final destination. And then I'm gonna find a mechanic to look at my car and make sure it's safe for the trip back after I stay there for a couple of weeks, because hey Crow, follow me. My car was struggling to accelerate yesterday, and I'm hoping it was just because it had been driving for so many hours, because I drove for 13 hours yesterday. So I'm hoping it's just because it was so tired, it didn't, or the hills were too steep, and it is kind of a hefty girl, so maybe she just was struggling to get up some sharp, steep hills. But I also noticed she was not happy about braking going down these steep hills on the other side at 60 plus miles per hour. So I got a little anxious yesterday driving because of it, and so I'm just gonna double check with a mechanic before I head back, get another oil change, have them maybe change my brake pads even if they look okay, because they still squeak and they're driving me nuts, and I don't know if I can take a whole trip back with squeaky brakes. Granted, I've been using my cruise control most of the way, so I haven't had to brake too much, but yeah, we are one more day of driving and we're there. I don't think it's even that far, honestly. I don't think it's a full day. So, see you at our next stop.
So far down. Feel ourselves turning inside out. Yeah, so lost, we don't wanna be found. Kings and queens of our own ghost towns. Some nights we feel like dancing, some nights we feel like crying, some nights we feel like living, some nights we feel like dying, some nights we feel like staying out, 'cause we can't stand to be at home. But we'll be alright if we just keep moving on, 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 keep moving moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. When the day is gone and the night is long, keep moving on. Ooh. We'll be alright if we just keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, just keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. When the day is gone and the night is long, keep moving on. Ooh. So far out, so far near, we find ourselves. How do we get here? Always lost, always no fear. Sailing the waters of our young years. Some nights we feel like dancing, some nights we feel like crying, some nights we feel like living, some nights we feel like dying, some nights we feel like staying out, 'cause we can't stand to be at home. But we'll be alright if we just keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, just keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. When the day is gone and the night is long, keep moving on. Ooh. But we'll be alright if we just keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, just keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. When the day is gone and the night is long, keep moving on. Ooh. We'll be alright if we just keep moving on, 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 keep moving on. When the day is gone and the night is long, keep moving on. Keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving. When the day is gone and the night is gone, keep moving on. Oh, we'd rather live a lie than face all the heartache. So we live in the warm summer nights and sleep through the dark days. Does it even really matter? Don't even wanna get better, 'cause it feels like we're fighting for nothing, nothing. So we keep on running, running, running. Oh, oh, we're always hunting for something. Oh, oh. We take all the highs and leave all the lows behind. Keep on running, running, running. Oh, 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 oh. We're doing alright, we're fine. Oh, everything's okay. So we tell ourselves all the time, we can't make the pain go away. We can't slow down, we can't stop now, no, we won't turn around. Oh, even when it feels like we're fighting for nothing, nothing. Yeah, we keep on running, running, running. Oh, oh, we're always hunting for something. Oh, oh, we take all the highs and leave all the lows behind. Keep on running, running, running. Oh, 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 oh. Running away from ourselves, we never get too far. We can't stay still. We don't wanna do this anymore. We found a way, we just let go, we turn around and just get go. And after all, yeah, we're fighting for something, something. So we keep on running, running, running. Oh, oh, always hunting for something. Oh, oh, we take all the highs and leave all the lows behind. Keep on running, running, running. Oh, 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 oh.
progress going on. But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Hey guys! So I made it to Arizona and my destination. I ended up stopping at two places along the way. One was Moab, Utah, and I did a little hike to a waterfall. It was a short one, it was not very long. I wanted to do more in Moab, but unfortunately it got like so hot so early. By 10 a.m. I was cooking, so I decided not to do any more hiking. Because it was too hot. And then I stopped at a natural spring in Arizona on the way here. That was right outside Sedona, so I didn't have to go out of my way to get to it. And then now we're at camp. Welcome to camp. So this is our setup. This is our camp. Oh, not quite. I have to put my hammock up. I mean, we have a hammock. Look at that. All right, so we got our hammock, and we got our tent. So the tent's just storage. I'm not sleeping in here. It's too hot to sleep in here. So, because there's like no windows in this tent. So this is storage. This is where I store all my stuff. And we got our solar panel and power pack charging right now. Power pack charging. We're still gonna sleep in the car. I've got my bed, we've got our fan already going. I've got my Ultra all set up and I've already got an incense burning. And then we've got the chair and the whole cooking setup area. And all my food and toiletries and cooking stuff is in there. And we've got storage on my window curtains on both sides, and it's my bedroom and my library, and I have curtains that go up, and yeah, so this is my camping setup. Hey, I put crystals in the tree. This is our buddy, and this is our view. We're gonna have an amazing sunset over that way. So we're home sweet home.
Alright, hey guys. So I don't know if I can remember which days I actually remembered to do my video diary thing. Like I don't know how many nights I actually remembered to do this. I can't remember. So this is day 5 of my trip. We have arrived at our destination in Sedona. We are at the campground that we were aiming for. We have it reserved for 3 nights. I am here till Sunday because that is all I had the money to afford. I can't afford more than that. Even though I'm scheduled to stay here for 2 weeks is what I was planning on doing. I only have enough money for 3 days. So Today, day 5, we drove a total of 399 miles. We made 10 stops along the way because we did a little hiking. And we drove for 7 hours and 21 minutes. So the grand total for the last 5 days of travel, we traveled 2,843 miles across country from Maine to Arizona. We went across the whole northern and down. We made 43 stops along the way, and we drove for 48 hours and 45 minutes. Oh my gosh, Missouri has the most beautiful clouds, by the way. I could stare at the skies in Missouri for ages. It was beautiful. Utah was fun to drive through, not at night though. I did not intend to drive at night at all during this journey because my eyes don't do good at night. And especially in unfamiliar territory. It's one thing if I'm driving in my own familiar state that I know the roads, but this is unfamiliar territory. I didn't know what to look out for. And I couldn't see anything because the highway just goes through nothing. And there's no cities, there's no houses, nobody lives out here. It's uninhabited. So I saw no lights on the horizon of any sign of human beings. And I'm just driving through this endless darkness. And there's these signs saying, look out for deer because there's a lot of deer. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going how fast down this highway in pitch black. I can't see too far ahead of me. There wasn't really many other people on the highway. I think I maybe came across a couple of people going the same way as me that caught up with me and passed me because I wasn't going as fast as they were going. I was like, I'm not hitting no deer because earlier on day 4, yesterday, day 4, I had almost hit a deer that same morning. This is the same day, day 4. Earlier that morning, I'd almost hit a deer. I think it was a deer. It could have been a dog. I'm not sure. It was about the height of my grill of my car, and it saw it on the shoulder as I'm approaching it on the highway. I'm going 75, and it comes in front of me, and I thankfully had nobody in the lane next to me, so I was able to swerve and miss it. Because I had a tractor trailer truck behind me, and if I had slammed my brakes on to not hit the deer, he would have rear-ended me. So my only option was either A, hit the deer, or B, swerve out of the way. And thankfully I could swerve out of the way because there was nobody there. So I swerved and I missed the deer. It was close. And I looked behind me in my rearview mirror just in time to see that the truck that was in the lane that I just swerved into, the second lane, further back, the deer kept going across behind me, and that truck nailed it. And I saw that deer go right underneath the truck, and I was like, ugh, that could have been me. I was very protected that day. So fast forward to the end of the day, and I'm driving through Utah in the middle of the night, and there's like signs saying, oh my God, there's deer out here, be careful. And I'm like, pitch black, can't see. There's no way I'm going to know that there's a deer until they're already in front of me. I was terrified. And when I was waiting for I was like, I'll sleep anywhere. You can't sleep on the shoulder, but I was like, I will sleep anywhere. But we're out in the middle of nowhere, and there was no service stations. There was no exits. There was nothing. I had to just keep going. And the next rest stop was, I was driving for a good hour in the dark before the first rest stop came up. And as soon as I saw a rest stop, I was like, I'm out. I'm off this highway. And I spent the night at a rest stop, and it was very, I never felt unsafe. Not a single night in this entire journey sleeping in my car have I felt unsafe at all. Not a single night. I felt safe in every parking lot I parked in. Every parking lot I parked in, there were other vehicles parked sleeping as well, so I wasn't the only one car camping. One of the nights, there was a girl younger than me sleeping in her car by herself, car camping, and she was traveling alone as well, and she was like half my age. I've seen tons of van life people in the back of their vans parking in the same parking lots as me. I've not ever not felt safe, and most of the parking lots have surveillance cameras. So, I've felt extremely safe every single night. I've felt The only time I didn't feel safe was driving sometimes. So yeah, we went hiking and we went to the water, and then we went to a spring on the way to Sedona. There's a natural spring, and I stopped and filled up my water bottle because it was on the way. And the drive into Sedona was beautiful. We went through windy mountain passages, up and down mountains, kind of like Colorado, but these ones weren't as scary. They were, I don't know, they were more flowy and comfortable, and I wasn't scared at all. So people told me that when I come into Arizona for the first time, like the state itself, it doesn't even have to be near the vortexes like over here in Sedona. Like the whole state itself is just basically a big vortex at this point, and that you feel the energy change when you get into Arizona. And I was like, okay, so I was waiting for this. I was waiting to feel the energy change. And I think it was about an hour in, I'm not sure exactly, but I feel like it was about an hour into Arizona, and the landscape started to change. I started to get redder, and things started to plateau, and I don't know what it was, but I just like got this sudden gush of all kinds of emotion, and I didn't know what it was from. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was listening to music, but I don't know. I just got this sudden gush of emotion, and I started bawling out of nowhere, and I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know why I was crying. I just started crying, and there was a gas station right up ahead, and thankfully I pulled off as soon as I saw the gas station. I was like, I can't drive at the moment. I can't even compose myself. So I pulled over. I like went and parked off to the side, and I just like opened my door, and I had to cry. I didn't know why. I just had to cry. I just bawled for no reason. I had no clue why. I wasn't thinking of anything. I wasn't feeling any specific emotion. I just felt like I needed to release a lot of emotion and energy before I could go any further. It was like I went through an energy field, and the energy was like, you're carrying too much. You need to let it go right now before you can go any further. You need to let this all out. Whatever it was, I had to stop, and I had to let it all out before I could go any further because I couldn't compose myself. And then after I think about 15 minutes of crying, felt like 15 minutes, it was probably less, but it felt like 15 minutes. I finally composed myself to get back on the road, and I kept going, and then I got here, which is where I am. It's my camp. It is an amazing place. And I've already read something on the bulletin board here about another place that's associated with this place that's 4 hours south of Sedona. And I already want to go check it out. So I might, after I'm done camping here, before I go home, go there and check that out before I go home. I haven't started the routine yet. I haven't been able to while traveling. It's very difficult to have any type of a routine when you're driving. I'm hoping tomorrow will start the first day of my establishing my new routine. I want to make my mornings be slow moving like I like. Several minutes, like 30 minutes of just stillness in bed with my eyes still closed so I can reflect on my dreams and start my day off with morning affirmations and meditation before I even get out of bed, before my feet even hit the floor. Your mindset when you first wake up is very, very important, and I often don't take the time to make sure my head is in the right space before I start my day. And if my day is started with children right in my face needing me, it doesn't tend to unroll very well for the rest of the day. But the mornings that I get up before everybody else and I get to take my time for myself and get my head in the right space, those mornings are the days that usually flow better because I have more patience throughout the day because I've already set myself up with a good headspace. It's also good to do the positive affirmations because it gives you a positive start to the day and you're less pessimist throughout the day. So that is one of the things I need to start establishing. Also journaling as soon as I wake up, my dream journaling. After that, cacao. I want to make sure I do cacao every morning, not cocoa, ceremonial cacao. And then after cacao is yoga, because I need to start my day with flow. I need to start my day with stretch. I need to start my day with exercise, because my body depends on me remaining active, and my muscle tone needs work, and yoga really helps me with that. I know there's other workouts that I could be doing that would help build my muscle tone quicker, but it's not about speed for me. It's about comfort and consistency, and I can't consistently do Pilates or Zumba or weightlifting or any of the other things that build muscle faster. It's not enjoyable for me. I don't like doing the things that make me sweat that badly. So yoga, I can do it. I can build muscle mass, and I sweat minimally. Sometimes I do, depends on how long I do it for and how extreme it is. But yoga is something I can do without itching. So that's what I choose. And it's comfortable and it's flowy and I enjoy it. So yoga is my go-to in the morning for my workout. And then after that, my day just goes however it goes. And then at some point in the day, I need to include a creativity task of some sort, whether it be painting, drawing, dancing, singing, creating a video, editing a video, decorating a room. All those things spark creativity. Baking, creating, cooking. Anything that creates. So every day I need to find a creative outlet. And it is very important that everybody does this, not just me. Your sacral chakra, which if you're coming to my retreat, you're going to learn this. So you're getting a little heads up ahead of time. The sacral chakra houses your creative center. And everybody has creative energy. Even if you don't think you're a creative type, everybody has to create in some way, shape, or form. It's just for everybody, it's different. And if you do not find a creative outlet of some way, shape, or form, then that energy blocks you. You need to express yourself and create. And you just got to find what that is for you. And for everybody, it's different. So find a creative outlet and do it every day. Because if you watched all the way to the end, I love you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Because every minute that you watch my videos gets me closer to my goal of being able to actually make ad revenue off my channel. So thank you for watching this video. All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed because this is the first night in a long time that I don't have to get up and drive the next morning. So I'm going to sleep so nicely.